caught me watching, looking at my watch, waiting, seeing. Um, so, what are we talking about today? We're talking about how you comment. So, I am not talking about stargazing or telescopes. I am talking about all of you, because you've been following me, have signed up for a free Perplexity account. You went in to your PayPal and you went in on your phone and you signed up for that free account. Yes, yes. Or you're getting it through, I think through your cell phone provider for a couple of people. There's actually quite a few ways to get access to a pro version of Perplexity. Why, as a beginner, should you do that? Because Perplexity has every model in there, and you're getting the pro version of all of those models, whether it's Grok or ChatGPT or Claude, you're getting access to all that. So as you go through it and you try out different models, it'll give you an idea of what you should actually invest money in, what model works best for your business. Now, if you've been following me, you know I'm a big Gemini fan because I love to nano banana myself and then do a VO video of me doing crazy things like going down YouTube rabbit holes. Um, Man, I should have uploaded that video for this. Oh well. Um, what's done is done. So I have a couple of updates on AI 101. Um, the first one is the price went up. There is so much valuable content in the community now between what people have shared, what I've put in there, all the custom GPTs, the live training that I put in, uh, journal and a workbook to go through on your own, some shorter 6-minute bite-sized trainings I've put in there. So there is just so much in there now, and you can't be a founding member forever. So the prices did go up. It's now, I want to say $27 a month and 197 for the year, which is crazy because for most programs, they're charging you $97 a month. And basically, you get 2 months for the price of a year, or a year for the price of 2 months. And because I'm crazy, and to celebrate um, that we've been moving in the right direction, I put a 40% affiliate fee on there. So if you're already a member and you invite someone in, you get two people who join for a year, you have paid for your membership for the year. You get a couple of people to sign up for the monthly plan. You're going to get yours paid for if you're a founding member. And even if you're not a founding member, it's still going to be, um, it's a really generous offer. I don't know how long I'm going to leave it at 40%. Hey, Colleen, I was just given some updates on Skool and the
I,
pricing.
I was actually just logging into there, and then I heard you say, because I'm a girl that's so busy. I literally just got to my Airbnb. I was like, I have to join that again, and I went to log join, and I heard you say raise the price. I was like, ah. But that's okay. That's my bad. I should have joined it, but they got traveling all over Kentucky and
So you are
okay.
breaking up a little bit. So
I'm sorry.
Oh man, I should have done a screen capture of
What'd
that
you
face,
say?
Colleen. I said you are breaking up a little bit,
I hear what
and
you
the
said.
last you're breaking up. So obviously I'm breaking up too.
Okay.
Um, so the prices went up, but so did the affiliate commission on there. So it's at 40%. So if you refer two people, basically it's paid for. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep it at 40%. We'll see. If there's a lot of growth, then might as well share the wealth. If not, I might knock it down to 30, which is still really generous. I had it at 10 to start, but that was with founding members' rates and they were ridiculous. So the affiliate fee was just a little tiny thank you. Now it's really part of the growth strategy and to thank you for being a member and hopefully to keep you as a member too. So, but what we talked about in there today was a few things. One of our longer time members has been vibe coding. So for the first half hour, we talked about, yes, it was vibe coding, but it's more how to talk to your GPT, your AI, when you're not getting the answer that you want and you switch between models. Let's say we're getting an okay answer from Perplexity with something. Then it went off the rails. So you move over to ChatGPT and you start talking, but it doesn't quite get the thing that was actually working in the first model. So what you can do is take whatever was working in the first model, copy and paste it, put it into the second model and say, this is working. Please build on this to make the adjustments, especially with code or images. AI Sight works wonders. And when it can see whether it's a snippet of code or a picture, when it can see what you want, it really does a lot better. I'm so that is my advice from the trenches with that. But then we got a little more exciting. Um, we went over to Comet and into Skool and looked for leads. So one thing that Comet can do is basically read your screen. So if you are having problems with stuff, maybe open it up in your Comet browser and use the Comet assistant that can see your screen and then work along it with it there. But what we asked it to do is look at the members in a Skool community that we wanted to network with. Now, never ever be like, buy my stuff. But like, let's say you're going into a community about, I don't know, vitamins. Everyone likes vitamins, especially Colleen. So, hey, I'm a new member of this community. What's the most valuable thing you've learned about vitamins in here? And that opens up a door to start talking about vitamins. You haven't sold them anything. You can tell them about your vitamin experience after you've asked them about theirs. And a lot of times with vitamins, you guys are probably wanting to buy in each other's vitamins to try it out. But anyway, I digress. So that's one way you can do it. The other way in Skool, and I have found that it's so much friendlier than Facebook, and people actually interact and talk back. And I think it's the gamification is if you go into communities where you can talk to people and build relationships and provide value with whatever your industry is, even if it's like a school group about building school communities and you're really smart in one area, you can bring that knowledge to help other people with one small part of building their school community or things they're having problems with. I always answer questions about technology, not always about AI, but I do provide AI tips all the time. And I've gotten people joining my school community from that or jumping into the DMs with me instead of me having to chase them. They are so impressed by what I've been putting out there that they're coming to my backyard for the milkshakes. I don't have to go to their backyard to ask them to buy a milkshake. So this is really the power of Skool. The Harmozy wave is definitely helping getting people on the platform. And the other thing is you own your community. So yeah, you got to spend $9 a month compared to um, free with Facebook, or if you're building a community on Go High Level, there there's some new stuff that people can find your community, and Go High Level is definitely doing a copycat of Skool. But first to market a lot of times wins, and there's just a
Agreed.
lot more people on Skool right now. So if you're looking to community build, it's a great place. If you're looking for some AI tips on how to community build in there, definitely get in my AI community about that. I can also recommend some other free groups for that I've really enjoyed, where the community has been amazing. And I'm a Skool convert. It took me a while. I'm like, I don't know. But now that I've drank the Kool-Aid, I am definitely all in on Skool. So that's what we covered today. Oh, the last part. So after we went and did some DMs using Comet, and how it pulled information and did an amazing job. So you just had to cut and paste stuff instead of hand jamming and writing and personalizing and all those other things, and or paying for another CRM that'll do spin text for you. The AI did it all for me. Then we took a trip over to Gamma. Now, you guys all know Gamma. Gamma is life for me. Thank you to Colleen that actually showed me. I'm like, hey, can you look at this, Colleen? Colleen did the deep dive on it and was like, Heather, you need to use this. And I went all in on it. They did an upgrade. Um, I think it was yesterday. They announced Gamma 2.0 or 3.0. They now have an agent, sort of like Perplexity's agent, and the side. You open it and say, make all the text bigger in every slide, or um, shorten this to 3 pages instead of 7. The AI just does it for you. They've added a lot more layouts to it as well, and has really grown by leaps and bounds. And much like Heather, they've also added a couple more tiers. The price has gone up for the higher tiers. I just renewed my annual with them because I use them every day. Because I'm constantly creating PDF documents, I'm constantly creating slides for training. Kind of like, oh man, I didn't put it in the chat. Oh well. Um, I'm gonna be presenting
And if
on
you invite other
Saturday.
people to use it, if you invite other people to use Gamma, you get extra points. So like no matter
Mhm.
what tier you're on, if you like run out, that's what I like about it too.
On Saturday, I am teaching a class for free. And I was so busy yesterday, I didn't proofread my social media post. So I put it that it was at 8:84 a.m., which everyone's like, what time is 8:84 a.m.? What clock are you using? So of course they're all like joshing me, but guess what? That's engagement. Guess what? Um, Social media rewards engagement, even if it's for people saying you are wrong. And I didn't do it on purpose because I absolutely hate it
People
when people are
would
like,
call you out.
say good morning, don't be rude. Or they obviously misstate a huge fact and they want you to argue in the comments with them to boost engagement. I feel like that's so disingenuous and fake. But my typo that I didn't even see, everyone was like, what's going on? So, yeah. How about you, Colleen? What's been going on in your AI world? Have you found anything or played with anything new lately?
No, I actually have been back in Gamma a little bit. I've been using it a little bit more because I kind of fell off Gamma wagon for some reason. And it's really saved me a lot of time. I do like it a lot. I can't say that I haven't been playing around with anything new, but nothing that's made me go, oh my God, because I've just been so busy. I honestly haven't had time to like to try to find new stuff, but then once I get it and find it and start looking at it, I've been using a lot. I really it's just like really and the summer stuff. That's not new. It's just really helpful. You know what I'm talking about?
Um, yeah, just that it you put your stuff in there and it builds it out for you. So whatever kind of presentation that you need to do, I used it. That's how I built both of my journals for AI 101 to stylize them. I didn't use it because
Are
Canva.
you talking about on Gamma?
Yeah, I used Gamma to build both of the journals. Well, after I had all the text and everything I wanted, I put them into Gamma to do the style, and I kind of gave it a template to use to be more of a journal because it doesn't quite understand that. So once it understood how I wanted each page to go, it created the journal for me. And this was before the upgrade. So if you're looking to publish some kind of digital journal, it doesn't quite format right to publish it as Kindle for hard copy. And I was using Designer to see if I could do that, and it didn't.
Well,
But
I know
there,
Notebook
hmm
upgraded theirs too. It's they've added some new features.
yeah,
I don't know if you've been in
Notebook,
there
I
lately.
think they added a blog feature. They've got the video. They've got the um, what you call it, the OG podcast, the
Mm-hmm.
mind map that I'm in a class and I use the mind map all the time to help me with my homework for that class. It is, and I didn't talk about it. Yeah, I didn't talk about it last week because I was at the AI Google AI and
Mm-hmm.
Cloud conference. They had, and yeah, I'm not giving this away for free. So you can either go down the YouTube rabbit hole or you can come to my seminar, is how to use Google Notebook to apply for government contracts. It was some astounding stuff.
Well, I
Then
recently got
there
a
was,
government contract. I told you that, right?
yeah, yeah, and
My
that was
greenhouse was considered a
before
government contract. Yep. I'm getting
before
the first
Google
10,000
Notebook.
for that any day now. It should be in my account this week sometime. I'm really excited. Very excited
And
about that.
there was a
So
oh,
also, Canva has a really good mind map, Heather. I know that you know that, but they do have a mind map as well. I've used it before. Canva. I think it's Canva.
Canva. No, I haven't used. I have. So as many times as I've gone into Canva and tried to use their AI feature, every time it fails me, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's not doing what I want. So either I need to learn how to prompt for Canva, which I think Colleen seems to have figured it out.
Well, so it maybe not because I don't really know what a mind map is supposed to do. It's always very confusing to me. So, I mean, I've been in there and it comes up with all kinds of stuff, but I don't ever really use it because I'm like, okay, whatever. Because I was going to try to figure it out and it seemed like it was doing something really fancy, but I was like, this is no good to me. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this. So,
It basically creates a link tree of the topics. So I'm in this
okay.
class, and that's part of the reason I am exhausted today. I started yesterday at 3:45 a.m. I didn't finish till midnight, and I did not sleep well enough last night, and I've been on the go today as well. So what I do is I put the audio recording of the class in there because Google right now, it you can't just put a video in there and it'll process it in Google Notebook LM. But if you go
Hmm.
into AI 101, guess what? I've got a transcriber in there that will break your video up and then transcribe it for you. And it's free. So another reason, save money, join Skool 101. But anyways, I'll take the audio recording of the class and I'll put it in there and it breaks down all the topics. So there's some stuff that I already know that they've talked about, but there are other topics I'd like to go deeper into. So I expand those branches and I'm like, oh, this is what they were talking about. Oh, and then it also tells me what part of the audio it came from. So I can go, instead of having to go back and watch 2 hours of a class, I can pinpoint for exactly what I want to learn or relearn, or go into the chat feature and ask questions about that topic to really get my juices going and to save time because sitting and re-listening to something, I know poor Zipporah, if she is listening to this, is probably ready to strangle me. But I don't have long drives. When am I going to put this on and re-listen when I'm focused to re-listen to it? Because that's it too. Over a 2 hour period, when are you sitting still, just listening, not doing emails, not doing something else? So this is a way that I think I can get the most out of that information and the most out of that class and really put to work the things that I'm in deficit in and what I need to learn. So for anyone who's studying, it's an amazing tool. And guess what? When I went to the conference, I'm sitting in a room with about 100 people. Only two of us knew what Google Notebook LM was. So people are sleeping on what I think, like, I don't know. Don't make me rank my babies. I don't want to call out my favorite. Colleen? Oh, you're not muted, but you're muted. Like, you're not officially muted, but we can't hear you. Oh, that explains a lot. She lost her internet. But I was just shocked. How many people did not know about Google Notebook LM? And I'm singing it from the rafters. I use that probably twice a week. Gamma, I probably use daily, and Chat GPT and Perplexity, I use several times a day. Um, the other thing that I used it for yesterday. Oh, you're back, Colleen. Oh no, we still can't hear you. Is it me? Putting my volume up just in case. Feel like we're on Reddit. Am I the jerk? No. Only we spoke American Sign Language. See? It comes in use and no one ever learns it. Um, I used it to write a bunch of emails yesterday too. So I was on a speed networking call and I recorded it. So I was able to put the transcript in to ChatGPT and I put everyone's name in. And then I got their web pages and their BNI profiles and was able to write very pinpointed emails to all of them. And I have about 5 or 6 um, appointment follow-ups from that. And then I went because what I did was saved the chat. So if you're ever in a networking thing, always save the chat because people always put their contact information in there. Then I went into Chat GPT or Perplexity. I don't know. I think I went back and forth between the two of them because they were upsetting me. I think Perplexity wound up winning and it created a table with everyone's name and job and description in there. Then what I did was I looked at everyone that was doing tech and AI that I wanted to meet with to see if there was a way we could collaborate together. And I pulled their websites and their BNI profiles and was able to write really targeted emails to all of them. And they got on my calendar too. So from an hour and a half networking call, I probably have about 10 appointments on my calendar and some other people I'm trying to connect with that didn't quite work out. Um, Mostly because they didn't have a scheduling calendar. My calendar is in Hawaiian time, so it wasn't super convenient. And honestly, I have no appointments until October. And honestly, it might be mid-October by now with everyone that jumped on my calendar and the things I have going on. So it's just such an efficiency tool. Like, how long would it have taken me if I had to go and read everybody's website, look at the commonality points, where we could possibly work together? I didn't have to do that. It's like website, BNI profile, it knows about me, a blurb of sort of how I want this email to go, and it just email by email, it pulled their email addresses from the spreadsheet, so I didn't have to do anything. So it was things that would have taken me days or things I never would have bothered to do because it was like, eh, I didn't really meet with them. Do I want to meet with them? Will I meet them a different time? Do I have the time to do all this research? AI did it for me. So it took me about an hour to get those emails out. And my business coach says, For every hour that you network, you should be doing 2 hours of follow up. You know, there's 7 points of contact. Colleen, do we have voice again?
I think so.
You're back.
I have no idea. My computer just said if you're having trouble with your audio, refresh this screen. So I did. But I was going to ask you, was that was through NotebookLM is what you were talking about, that feature where you can do the summary and go back and find a particular spot that you were in? Is that what you were talking about? So it's kind of like YouTube's feature. If you could pull up the summary and then find and I love that. You can do that in other people's videos, but you don't put yours on YouTube because it's in Skool, right?
Oh, I cross post a lot of stuff, but the stuff that I put in Skool is for people who are in
Paid,
my school community.
right. That's what I was thinking. But no, so what I do a lot on YouTube is I will do that. And if I find a video or some content that I really like, you can make a clip out of it if you want to and share it. And that will be considered because you've changed it. You can use that. And if you get a lot of it's not considered like using their content, all you have to do is change it a little bit. And or you can just take the summary and put it into ChatGPT and tell them to basically create the same thing, just change it. And it's so much easier. It's an easier way to create content. It really is. And so I do that a lot. So I was thinking maybe I'll try that in Notebook because I didn't know they did that. I've seen a lot of new features, but I didn't know that that was one of them. That's cool.
Yeah. So taking your old content, and that's the great part is if you put a lot of your old content that you want to reuse or update, it does it for you. You can say, hey, look at these videos. What's still relevant in 2025? What needs to be updated? And what's new in the field? So you're getting those what's relevant, what needs to be updated, and what is
Right. I have a lot of catching up to do.
what's gone the way of the dodo bird. But who knows with AI, they might bring back the dodo bird.
Hey, sometimes you can bring back the old. It just depends on what we're talking about. Sometimes the old comes back in style.
Dodo bird's been extinct for a while, so unless they have like some historical unless they go Jurassic Park to bring the dodo bird back, it
Well,
might be.
that pet rocks still sell like crazy on freaking Etsy and stuff like that. You can literally buy. People are still buying pet rocks, and they have little houses that they have them like little pet rock houses. So
The dodo bird was like kind of an actual bird, not a toy.
yes,
Okay. I'm like, why are you
yes, it was. I
comparing
do.
this extinct bird
Well,
to
because
the
I
pet rock?
mean, I don't know, because it was so long ago. Like I've never seen
Yeah.
one, so I never had a pet rock either, so I couldn't.
No. I never had a chia pet, a pet rock. Uh
I had no. Mm-mm.
Cabbage Patch Kids. I had a lot of Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh my God, so many. And my daughter gave them all away to some kid that she was because I had them and gave them to her. And she, as she grew up and became a teenager, she gave them some random kid. And I was like, "What are you doing, giving my Cabbage Patch Kids away?" It's okay.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
So many
I still
Beanie
have
Babies.
those. I'm gonna be rich off of them someday. Never would let my kid play with them because they were collectors, and now they're still sitting up in my closet.
And
Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes I think the things they predict they're going to be collector's items. I actually met with someone yesterday who has a collection of those Hess gas station trucks, like the toys that you used to get
mm-hmm,
around
mm-hmm.
Christmas time. So, and they still sell them online at Christmas time. So every year his parents get him a new truck for
Oh, that's cool.
Christmas.
You never
So,
know. They'll probably be worth something someday when like the ones from like 1980 when it's like 2080, like 2280, they might be worth something.
yeah, he's been collecting them since the 70s. So that's like 50 trucks by now. I'm
Listen,
like,
I
that's
stayed at an Airbnb last week, and when you walk down into the basement, they had a Morgan Mindy metal lunchbox and a Knight Rider metal lunchbox. I about stole that shit. I was like, I'm taking that shit, but I didn't. But I was like, oh my gosh, like those are total collectors. You just never know what's going to be worth anything. I was going through some stuff the other day, and I pulled out something my husband years ago built a retaining wall for Whitey Herzog in St. Louis. I don't know if you know who he is, but he used to be, I mean, he was a Hall of Fame coach for the St. Louis Cardinals for years. And he has a bobblehead because they got pretty close while he was working at his house. And he has a bobblehead. It's a special edition that he signed for him. And he's been looking for it for years. And I finally found it the other day in a box, just sitting in there, and it's in a little wrapped package. And he was so excited. So I looked it up, and it was worth like $150. I was like, well, he just died last year though, so that's why you got to give it time. Yeah. So, but yeah, you never know what kind of stuff you have laying around your house that's
I'm
like a
waiting for this
collector's
guy to
item.
be worth
I
150
love
bucks.
that. You'll
You
have it
just
squeezed to
squeeze
death by the
it
time it's
and the
worth something.
eyeballs and the ears come out. It is
That's so
my
funny.
favorite stress
I've been
toy.
getting into coins a little bit lately, man. I've been like looking up coins. It's crazy the coins out there that it's kind of I like to hunt for things, so I'm always about like the hunt. So it's kind of fun.
But I'm sure now with ChatGPT on your phone, you could just take a picture of that coin and ask. That's an easy ask to say, hey, how
Yeah.
much is this worth? Especially if you like turn it over where the writing, or take pictures of both sides, because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
there's an imperfection in the coin
Yep.
that will
Like
make it
double.
worth something.
What are they? Yep. Sometimes they've been double struck, or they've like got a crack in them, or there's. It's so cool. Like, and I've got some coins that were left behind by some family members that were just I didn't even know. Like, never even thought to look at them. I always wondered why they were in this box. Like, they're just in this little box. It's got a lock on it. I was just like, whatever. And so I've been looking through them lately, and there's a lot of like, the bicentennial coins and just all the. So I am gonna get on it because I could be sitting on a gold mine. But it's fun. I like looking at the coins. I can't see worth a shit, but I like looking at the coins. I'm like, what does that say? So I use my phone a lot. So while I'm taking the picture, I usually will use the Google Lens, but the Chat GPT is a better idea, I think.
I wonder now with Gemini being incorporated into Google search, when you're using the lens, you say enable, because with Google, it's like you have to press like it does the search, it gives you the summary, and then you got to
Mm-hmm.
press deep AI for it. Because that's another bot that I have on the website or in AI 101. We're living in a zero click world. So, your website, if you're still relying on it to get you leads, there's a chance that it too has gone the way of the dodo bird. Obviously, not the pet rock because pet rock's back.
But
Um,
yeah, you need to be cert like you need to be found by like chat GPT needs to recommend you now instead of Google. I think that is what I've come across.
yeah, you need those blog posts, which a lot of people were doing, but
I
you
wrote some.
need
Did
to
you see them?
be
I wrote some
mm,
blog posts. Did you
on
see
your
them?
website.
No, I wrote them on. I put them on Facebook. I put the link to them on Facebook.
Okay. So,
I only
because
did
of
like
how
four. I
locked
haven't really.
down Facebook is,
Oh, I know.
A lot of times you won't get found on Facebook by AI. The
Yeah,
best place to put them, honestly, this is going to sound crazy, Reddit.
I've heard about that.
Reddit is not locked down at all. It is a treasure trove, and so much of what AI finds, for better or for worse, is on Reddit.
I thought
So when you're using Perplexity and you look at the sources and it's all from Reddit, maybe you should click on it to read what the actual Reddit article was about and who wrote it. So that's Danger Will Robinson talking about dodo birds.
I actually, so I started, I just, of course I started it and I didn't follow through with it, but I did start and I did like 4 of them, and I just put the link out there. I got like 900 views on it in a couple weeks, but
Nice.
it was dental related, of course, but and
But
that's who
did
all
you
my
put it in your
followers.
dental group?
I did. I put it in my dental group and I put it on Facebook, but all my followers are all dental people. Like I have I have so many dental people. So I expected it would do well, but I wanted to put that first one out there because when you go to that one, it will take you to all my other ones too. So I only have like 3 or 4. And of course, I didn't keep up with the momentum because I got busy, but I have a whole series of the dental ones written out in order, ready to go. I just have to finish them up and like, polish them and put them on, but they're ready. I mean, like, I just need to do it. Just need to do it. But I've been scraping and poking and scraping and poking, and I just haven't had time.
So are you at your house today or are you on the road again?
I'm on the road. I just got to my Airbnb, like went right before you started this. I'm carrying all my stuff in the house and up trying to find where am I going to go. Luckily, I'm upstairs and they have a separate plate, like a separate little office next to my bedroom, so I can just set all my stuff up here. And one of these,
Nice.
yeah, it works. And so I can be away from everybody else and have my quiet.
All right. Well, we've been at it for about 45 minutes. I think um got Colleen's song back up. So I'm gonna start playing the song
I love
and
the song.
stopping the stream. If you want to talk with us, just talk in the comments and we'll get back with you, whether it's on the YouTube or the Facebook. So here we go. See if it works. I haven't used it in a bit.
Lights are shining everywhere. Feel the rhythm in the air. Hearts are beating, feel the vibe. And get on up, it's time to jive. I'm so excited.